Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So, I got a package today from the Arizona Bladesman. My boy Eric, right? There's a lot of Erics on his YouTube, right? So, so I got a package from him today containing 2 knives. Just one of these, not 2 of these, because that's 4 knives and there's only 2. So, he sends me one of these, and he sends me one of these. Familiar? It's the little big man. We all know that. The dbad, little big man. Now, he had an issue. It was self-induced. Listen to this. That thing is sharp. They sent him an incredibly sharp little big man. I mean, that thing is sharp, sharp, sharp. Sent from the Kukri house. And I asked him, I said, whew, I said, did you ask them for a super sharp blade, or, was it just sent that way? And he said, no, they just sent it that way. I didn't request anything different. Now remember, the little big man is really fat this way. It's a hollow grind. It's made to cut. And this one is really made for cutting. It is not made for prying because it's a hollow grind. And we went over a video where I showed you how to use a hollow grind, and you never use it for prying on the edge, and you don't smash the edge and then turn it to get it out of a piece of wood. That's how you break them, like the Schrade Leroy. I think I went over it during that video. So what he did is, you can see the edge is beautiful from here all the way to there. It's crazy sharp. I mean, it is a beautiful edge. The Kukri house nailed it. But remember, it's a very thin edge because it is a hollow grind. It is an all-day cutter. That's what this thing is. It's your EDC cutter. So what he did is he got a package, and it came, those movies that you get that come in, it's like a plastic box, not the regular like cellophane stuff or whatever. It's like a plastic box. It's kind of like a safe. It's like a really thick plastic, and you take 16 screwdrivers and a drill bit to get it open, because it's the security box, the plastic security box that a movie comes in. He bought his movie, and the person at the register forgot to take off the security box. So he took this and pried it open. He got it open, but in doing so, look at that, jacked up the edge a little bit right there. It just goes to show those security boxes are no joke. And this, I'm really happy that what happened. It bent like that, because if it was a different heat treat, then it would have basically made a cut. It would have chipped it. It would have made like a half moon. Would have just broken right out of it. This is much easier to fix. Thank you, Kukri House, for doing the right heat treat. So today I'm going to fix his knife and send it back to him. So then I forgot he was sending me this, and I forgot what he was sending it for. And here's the deal. It's like a budget Bowie. Oh, it's a big budget Bowie, man. This thing is sick. What does it say on it? I don't even know if it's budget. I'm going to have to look this thing up. It says US 139 on it. This is actually kind of cool. It's got that raw black like type finish on it. It's got wood handles. The handle is very, very reminiscent of the like the Cisco high carbon Bowie. It reminds me of that. It's got a really nice fit, great fit. This thing is balanced well. It's a cool looking blade, man. You can see it goes from here to here. The belly opens up, and it's pretty badass, man. It's pretty cool. So I said, I forgot what you're sending me this for, and he said, add it to a giveaway. Now, I don't know which giveaway he meant. It could be any giveaway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do an any giveaway, because if I hold this to the 10,000, it's going to be sitting for a while. And I looked at his page, which is right next to me, and I said, damn, Arizona Bladesman's got 170. He's really close to 200. Now, he's only done one video in the last 4 months, and there's a reason. It's because he had a home issue, and he had to get a new house, and so now he's moved into a new house, so he's going to be able to start doing more videos, right? So that's the only reason he went on a little hiatus, but even in the middle of a hiatus, he still dropped one 2 weeks ago, and he's going to be doing more. So what do you say we encourage him to do more and bump up them numbers? So this is going to be the giveaway. He sent it. It's going in his honor. we get Arizona Bladesman to 200 subscribers. Just 200. We only need 30 more. 30 more. We can do that right freaking now. You guys are watching this right now. You can go, all right, yeah, I can do that. Boom. It's free. It's free. Just hit subscribe. While you're at it, make sure you hit mine too. Subscribe. But that's it. Let's get Arizona Bladesman. Pretty simple. Arizona Bladesman. To 300. To 200. He's 30 away. Right? 200. I'm sending this out. Somebody is getting this, and you can see in my hand it's even big. It's a big knife. But somebody's going to get this for free. It's got a nice leather sheath. It's not bad. It's not bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it. I'm going to oil it. I'm going to ship it. All we got to do is get to 30 more subscribers. Let's get Arizona Bladesman to 200 subs. And this is going to be somebody's. One of you guys is going to win this. As for now, it's time to tackle this guy right here. Let's go fix the dbad, little big man. All right, so what I did is I put on a fine grit paper, and I'm just going to use this because it just needs to have that taken out of it. So I'm going to have to come down a little bit, but man, this thing is sharp. Sharp. It's not going to be too bad, I don't think. I barely have to touch up here because that is beautifully perfect. I'm going to have to come down a little bit. He's going to lose a little bit of stock, but what it's going to do, it's going to be a little bit thicker right here by the time I get to it. So this knife is actually going to be a little bit stronger. All we got to do is make some passes, and that's going to straighten out real nice. Now remember, when you're sharpening, especially on a belt grinder, wow, that's sharp. Holy mackerel! When you're doing this, that first one's almost already gone. That first divot, look at that. Remember that if you don't have water right next to you, which I have to get some water, but I don't really need to because I'm smart. Remember not to do it too much and let it get crazy hot, because then you're going to change the heat treat. That's something we don't want to do. We want to keep that heat treat beautifully preserved. Ooh-wee. Wow, that is so nice. So you can see it's still to the touch. It's lukewarm, that's it. But look at this. Look how easy that's coming out. Look at that, we're almost there. It's got a sweet little, almost like a little recurve in it. Ooh. Arizona Bladesman, you're going to be happy with this. Look at that. You're going to love it. Wow. I'm not going to lie to you guys, that is sharp. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. The warp is gone. The marks are gone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it upstairs. We're going to give it a light once over with a stone and then strop it. I really probably don't even need the stone because it came out really good. I'll check it when I get up there. But man, that's nice and sharp. Let's go check it out. All right, so first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to take a stone. I'm going to take the cap off of that. I'm just going to throw a little bit of oil, some rem oil, right on the stone, right? And I'm just going to push that in there. So we have some nice coating on the stone. That's it. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Then I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to make a few passes on the stone. I want to make sure where the oil is coming up on the blade so I can make sure it's all there with no weird deviations or hiccups, because if there is, then the oil won't end up on the edge of the blade and I'll be able to see where the spots are. So am I even in? I'm not even in. So that's what I'm doing. Remember, when you're doing stropping of any kind, even on or if you're doing any work on a stone, remember, there's a re in front of that. Remember to keep your knife dead flat to the angle that you want it the entire time. If you change anytime, if you're coming down and then you go up, or you're coming this way and then you go up, you're changing the angle, and then you're gonna just change everything. So right here, that's really nice. All right, so now that I took a few drags on the Smith, right, a few passes, I didn't take a few drags, a few passes on the Smith, what I'm going to do is break out the Lansky. And what I'm going to do with this one, ooh, almost popped it open, is I'm going to take out a fine stone, a really fine stone, and just go over the edge with that. Now, I think I'm going to use this one. I don't know if there's a number on it, but let's see. Is there a number on it that I just can't see? Oh, yeah, right there. So, fine. Is that what it says? Boop. Upside down. There we go. LS. What was it? Oh, 600. There we go. All right, so it's a 600 stone. That's what we're going to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to open up that. Take this. You got to love the Lansky. And slip this into there. I might have to open it up a little bit more. Get my hand off that edge because it is freaking sharp. And crack that bad boy. The knife is so thick, I got to open it way up. Open it way up. All right. Got to open up a little bit more, I think. Oh, right there, I think I can tighten it. So now I'm just going to tighten this down. And it looks like this angle is going to be close to a 30. So we're going to figure that out real quick. I'm going to put this down over here. I'm going to take out, this is the beauty of a Lansky, is that it's so simple, right? So you got my little rod. It's not little. And then we're just going to stick it in this little hole. So don't forget to take your rod and stick it in the hole until it gets all the way in there, until she's like, yeah, baby. All right, so then what you want to do is find a flat surface. Luckily, this box comes pretty flat. Find a flat surface and you make sure that your rod is even with that. And then you take one finger and you tighten it down until it's not going to move. And then you tighten it the rest of the way. And boom, there you go. So now it's nice and flat. I closed in my, there we go. There we go. Way over here. So now I'm going to grab this. And it looks like I'm going to rock it at a 30. And what I want to do is just some nice, even passes. Just to make it nice. You hear that? That means that's a spot that needs to be smoothed out. Right there. Ooh, you can hear that. It's just nice. Listen to that. Hear the difference now? No more. Ooh, smooth, baby. So now we have to do this side. The problem is that little guy might be in the way, but it might not be. If it is, then what we're going to do is manipulate it. I'm going to do it by hand, and I'm going to do it by eye. And that's exactly how I'm going to do it. Doing it at a 30, when you're talking about a blade this thick, you just have to create your own angle sometime. But luckily, I'm not new at this, so that is sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. All right, so that is actually really sharp. Now what I'm going to do is get the strop off the wall, take the Lansky off the blade, put the strop on my stropping board, and begin. So what I'm going to just do is hold my strop down really tight. Try not to cut my finger off. And then I'm going to push it. Like, there's different ways you could pull, you could push. But the first couple I'm just going to push, because I want to see if anything is going to come up. You want to make sure that this is a nice, smooth edge. It is. So now I'm going to pull. 1, 2, perfectly even the whole time. 3, you want to follow your edge. 4, 5, I'll give it another one. 6. And now the other way, same thing. Make sure that your blade does not deviate in angle. You want it exactly the same every single pass. So let's check that. Man, that is so freaking sharp. So sharp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over my strop and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to smooth it out. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I know it's boring. 4, 5, 6. So now we're going to check that. Look at that. Ooh, how pretty. How pretty is that? That right there, my friends, is a cutting edge. That is pretty. You could see where it was, but right here in that area, ooh, that is sharp, sharp, sharp. Sharp. Whew. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You could see that, you know, it's cutting, maybe you can't see, but it's cutting the thumbnail right there. You can see it. It's peeling up the thumbnail. Man, that is so nice. You hear that? Oh, yes. Oh, oh, oh. Got all the hairs dangling off of there. They're all starting to fall off. But man, it is shaving. It is sharp. It is good. So now what I just need to do is clean it, oil it, send it back. So that's it. That's it. We took care of his edge. Got a little in it, but luckily it's heat treated right to where even as a hollow grind, see how that goes in like this? As a hollow grind, which means it's capable to fracture. It didn't fracture. It just had a little bend. Man, it made it easy. On a knife that's too hard, what they'll do is they will just take a big chunk out. Like a huge chunk will just snap right out. Luckily, that's not happening. This knife is withstanding all. Look at this thing, man. That is just nice. He's been using it. He's definitely been using it. And now he's going to be using it some more because he's ready to start cutting. This thing is sharp. Wish I had something to cut. Wish I had something to cut. Wish I had something to cut. Whoosh. All right, I hate cutting paper. But sharp. And it worked, though. It worked. I mean, don't think I was fronting. It opened it up. Man, that's nice. So, Arizona Bladesman. That's nice. That's coming back to you super sharp. Get ready for it because life is going to be cutting again for you. That's it. Remember, we need 30 subs, and somebody's getting this. 30 freaking subs. So when he gets to 200, we're going to do a giveaway. We will announce it, and the only way you can win is if you're subbed to him. So once he hits 30 subs, he gets to 200. If he only gets 200, if he gets 210, whatever, you have a 1 in 200 chance of winning. That's it. So that's it for me. dbad, little big man. dbad, big man. We are done. Oh, freaking yeah. I'm pretty sure he's psyched about this. All right, that's it for me. I am Donnie B all day. Until next night.